stopping by, guys. If this is your first time, you are welcome to the Happy Family. If you have been watching, you're still contemplating, should I subscribe or not? What are you waiting for? Please click the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video. I quickly want to come out here and talk about Tonto, Dikeh'S ex-husband, suing her in damages of 500 million naira. What is this smoking? I don't know. Maybe that is how I feel. Let me just read what was said, but I'll post the lawsuit letter on the screen. I'm not about to read all those tiny prints, but I'm going to kind of read to you what was said on the news where this thing was posted. It says that Olakunle Churchill, the estranged husband of Nollywood actress Tonto Dikeh, has filed a lawsuit in Abuja against the actress, seeking no less than 500 million in damages over her infamous May 2019 interview, which sparked uproar on social media. Tonto sparked controversy on Nigeria's social media community on Workers' Day, May 1, 2019, when she released a 3-part video where she opened a can of worms about her failed marriage to Churchill. In the video titled "The Evidence," the actress made some provocative and indicting claims against the father of her son, saying the claims are some of the reasons she quit the marriages. She also alleged that Churchill is into cyber fraud, popularly called Yahoo Yahoo. According to her, she found out when she caught him in the middle of red candles with a red cloth tied to his waist with a laptop in his lap. The actress further claimed that, contrary to widespread speculation that Churchill was related to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, the father of her ex-husband was just Obasanjo's gardener. Following the series of claims made in the viral videos, Churchill has approached the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja to seek legal redress against the mother of his son. In the court papers, the court has summoned Tonto, warning that failure to do so in 14 days, it may proceed therein with judgment even in the absence of the defendant, Tonto. According to the court papers, the first and second claimants, Churchill's and Big Church Foundation respectively, are claiming that the series of malicious and fallacious allegations, assertions and accusations through media campaigns and publications by Tonto Dikeh and a charity group was defamatory, baseless, and sponsored to tarnish and damage the image and political ambition of the claimants, as he might have told her his intention to run for House of Representatives in the constituency. When I first saw this, it's laughable. Why is it laughable to me? This thing happened in May 2019 and this is February 2020. This is like how many months back? What? Is it sleeping before? When this thing was going on, I think I made a video about this and I said that both of them are not mature. Even though this Churchill guy is trying to kind of do as if he's matured, you know, he's poking the sleeping bear. He knows that Tonto Dikeh, he knows the kind of a woman he gets with before, you know, cohabiting with her and having a child with her. And you come out here want to make her the bad guy when both of you are bad together. Coming together, you know, you bring evil together. That's the way I think. Because a lot of people were blaming Tonto Dikeh. Of course, did Tonto Dikeh said too much that time? Of course she did. Even I made a video about that. I'm thinking, you can't be saying this about the father of your child. Your child will grow up one day and see all these things and he might hate the mom for doing all of that, because this thing is going to haunt the child. When the child gets to some certain age, his friends will be, you know, kind of taking a joke out of that thing, saying, oh, I hope you are not like your dad. I hope you are not 40 seconds like your dad. You know, sometimes a lot of women, the bitterness of that marriage being destroyed, it gets to that stage that the children suffer for it. I've seen this thing happen a lot of times, that the mom will make this thing so miserable that I was watching something the other day on YouTube. In America, there was this guy and this girl. The baby mama, I think she was a hairdresser, but obviously maybe she doesn't have time to do the hair of her child. And the father took the child to a hairdresser, nicely braided hair, And before you know it, he brought the child back to the baby mom, and the mom cut off the hair in front of the dad just to show that yes, she's not going to have it. And the child was crying. That is what happened. This child feelings was hot. The child may be maybe 2+ or 3+, but she loved the hair, but the mom cut it off out of bitterness. I don't care what might have been between you. I don't care if it's the dad's girlfriend that made the hair. The hair is nice. It's not that the hair looks messy or the hair looks terrible. The hair looks nice. That is what happened. When dad and mom are separated or divorced, but they are not getting on good terms, this thing, the child always suffer for it. The children from that separation or whatever it is, they suffered from it. And when they get to some certain age, when they grow up, they kind of hate both parents for it. They will hate the dad for something different, and they will hate the mom for maybe keeping them away from their dad. Like the way Tonto Dikeh has done. Tonto Dikeh changed the name of her child to Dikeh instead of Churchill. Tonto Dikeh has done a lot of things, but at the same time, this guy is more or less like kicking her when she's down, because we all know that Tonto Dikeh has been stopped in Dubai for a while now based on what she did. Tonto Dikeh is not a saint. I know I think I've done 2 videos about Tonto Dikeh. But for you to now go ahead and sue her right now, when you know that the dates they will give in court, she's not going to be there. See, that's all the court evidences. I don't understand how you think you can sue someone for 500 million naira. I'm just saying how you are going to sue your baby mom when your baby mom has already brought out so many evidences that you are not even paying anything like a child support, which I think you're doing because you think she's not letting you have access to the child. This child is the one that will suffer in all of this. That's one thing I know. This child will suffer in all of this. And people that are saying that, oh, radical for Jesus, of course, Tonto Dikeh, she's hot. You can tell it's not even because of the marriage. I think Tonto Dikeh has something. Because when I listened to one of her videos on YouTube, and she was talking about the Mr. X or whatever that she was dating before meeting Olakunle, you can tell she didn't heal before going into that marriage with this Olakunle Churchill. And I think that is the odds she took into that marriage, and that is why the marriage couldn't even stand the test of time. She rushed into it and she rushed out. That's why I always tell people, it doesn't matter how old you are, your time will come. Just prepare yourself. Keep working on yourself. Because see, the child is going to suffer. This boy is going to be the one to suffer in it. The lawsuit I was expecting from this Olakunle Churchill is like maybe suing to get the full custody of his child, simply because the mom is not there, and leaving your child with someone else, it doesn't guarantee that they will take care of your child as you want. But coming out with this kind of lawsuit, like suing her because of what she said in May of 2019, why don't you do it when she was still in Nigeria? Why don't you do it when she can be there and fight back and, you know, do all these things? Even though she might get in touch with her lawyer, they might fight it, but it's not going to be as if, you know, when she's there, she can like bring out evidences, stand and speak for herself. But now she can't really come to the court and speak for herself, and they said they will pass the judgment whether she's there or she's not. I just don't feel it is right if this guy is always complaining about how Tonto Dikeh is not letting him see his child, how Tonto Dikeh has been the bad person, and how Tonto Dikeh has been saying he's the bad person. To me, they are both bad. They are both terrible parents, because they are making these boys suffer more and more, which is, I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion. That's how I feel. They are both in the wrong. None of them is right with the way they are doing. You guys are divorced or whatever, divorce proceeding, or you are separated for years and you're still having this battle. This is so messy, guys. It's really messy. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I feel, that they are both not mentally ready to be in marriage. And this guy should try and work on himself, and Tonto should work on herself as well. Because they will take that bad energy into someone else's life, and they will affect someone else's life with all of this nonsense. Anyway, guys,
After I made this video, I came across the dissertation Olakunle Churchill wrote for his son on his birthday. He wrote a lot of things, simply explaining his own side of the story. Why he decided to do that now, I don't know, even though there is a lot of people coming out and supporting whatever he decided to do with this epistle on the birthday of the boy. I just hope all these people supporting him are going to keep the same energy when Mama Radical for Jesus decide to respond to him.
That is just how I feel. I don't know, you might have a different opinions. After all, opinions are not fact. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section below, guys, and on your way out, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share if you like it, and if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That is how you get notified whenever I upload a video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.